So welcome back, folks, to another episode of SnowRunner. And I kind of goofed up. So in the last episode, I completed this mission, the drilling supplies. I thought I did, and I did not. I delivered the wrong stuff here. So instead of a cargo container, what I delivered was an oversized container. I thought I was done with this mission. I brought my trucks back and was getting ready to set up for some other missions and realized, crap, this is still up here. Why did it not take it off? And I really wasn't paying that much attention. It was toward the end of the video. So I got to looking around and I loaded the wrong stuff on. So what I have done is corrected that. And I brought the Western Star over here with the correct container. So the one I brought over here was a... Bob, wake up. Bob's sleeping on me. Can't sleep on the job. So what I did is I came over and it accepted it. So I don't know why it accepted it. And so be it. So I went over and I got the right container and brought it over here. And I was going to bring it over here on a trailer, and I decided, nope, I'm just going to stick it on a flatbed because I still have a fuel tanker over here that needs to go back. So let's go ahead and correct that mistake that I made. There we go. Now we cooking with bacon grease. Alright, and I got to looking. I don't have any other deliveries over here that I'm going to need fuel for. So I'm just going to come over here and attach this trailer and then shut her down because I have other missions to do. So the first mission I'm going to do, and I'm running out of missions here. I have 3 left. Cargo delivery is the coiled tubing semi-trailer. And one thing that I've noticed is that sometimes when I'm clicking on something, and we'll go over here and supply crates. So 2 consumables. So that one's working. But for this one, when I click on service spare parts, it takes me over here. And I can get service spare parts here. I get my service spare parts way up here at the service center or service hub. So some of these are not working properly, and that's okay. It's also telling me this delivery is going to the sawmill Mountain River. There are 2 gas stations on Mountain River, and it's telling me that I cannot pick up fuel at those 2 gas stations, which I know I can. But I do know the small pipes. There are no small pipes on this map, so I do have to go over there. So we're going to activate this, and I have a couple of vehicles set up. So let's go to them. I have the cat. The little cat is sitting over here at the service hub, and all I did was bring it over here and load up 4 containers. Now this is not all that it's going to carry, because as you can see to the right, now see if I can get it to a darker area. So I'm going to need 4 service spare parts. I'm going to need 1 metal beam, 2 fuels, and 1 small pipe. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items. But 2 of these items, the metal beams and the small pipes, take up 2 cargo slots. So that's going to be 10 cargo slots, which will fill out these 2 trucks. So this truck is going to carry these 4, and then it's going to pick up 1 of the fuels. Then my other truck that I have already loaded up with the metal beams is going to go over and pick up the small pipes, and then it will have one cargo slot left to pick up the fuel when I get over to Mountain River. So I'm trying to consolidate the loads. That way I only have 2 trucks going there, and they will be full. I won't waste any fuel and I won't waste any time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this truck over, take it to the fuel station, and ensure that I can load it with fuel. Because it shows a little symbol that I can load the loading point for fuel. But I wanted to double check it. Then we have our second to last mission, which is for consumables. And according to the game, it's telling me I have to pick up the consumables here on this map and take them over to White Valley. But I can actually pick up consumables at the auto drone, which is right next to our garage. I can pick up 4 consumables there, which I was able to load up in another vehicle. So once I complete these 2, then I will... Okay. For a second there, I have a nasty habit of coming around this road and going straight up here and having to back down or go up here and turn around. And totally missing this road. So we're just going to put a way marker there just to ensure I don't miss this one. I did do a little testing, and what I tested was putting vehicles on either the ramped flatbed or putting them on the lowboy to see if I could tie them down so I can haul vehicles, and that hasn't changed. You still can't haul anything. I can hook the winch to it to hold something down, but if I need to winch out, I have to disconnect the winch, and the winch does not hold it in place. The vehicle will still move forward, and it will still slide off the side. So that kind of sucks. I have yet to try it with the Big Cat. See if the Big Cat will stay on the lowboy. So I will try that at another point. I have plenty of gas and I'm heading to a fuel station, so. So I was taking the Western Star over with that load probably 45 minutes ago. And as I was taking that load over, I actually dozed off and probably slept for about 10 minutes before I woke up, and I had driven the Western Star into a tree. So I'm sitting fully up now. I got some Diet Mountain Dew in me. Try to keep me awake for a little bit. I was up real early this morning. Had to climb up in my attic and do some work up there. Really hot, really annoying, and got really dirty doing it. My attic is not, it's just an attic. There's been nothing done to it since the house was built. It's not a usable space because I pretty much have to crawl through a little gap to get up there. Can't even store anything up there. I am going to correct that at some point and put in an actual stairway to get up into it. Use that for a little bit more storage. But it's totally unfinished. And as I've said before, the house was built in 1880. So it has never been cleaned out up there, which is another one of my projects I will be doing. Because there is a very, very thick layer of dust up there. Dust and dirt and... So yeah, I can get fuel. Lying ass map. Yep, I said a wordy dirt. You gotta include at least one cuss word in your videos so that the YouTube police don't get you and say that you're making stuff for kids. So this is going to the sawmill, lumber mill. That's not the lumber mill. Right there it is. Okay, now it's clicking on the right one. So definitely don't want to go that way. So come up here and make sure I put a waypoint over here. And we will deliver over to here. Yep. So there's another reason I want to bring this truck first, is because I have the cab over Ford is going to bring the second load over. And I want to make sure that that truck is able to get through here. It looked like a fairly good road from the map. It looked like all hard road. And let me show you something here. You can tell the hard road from the not hard road because this is gray. So this should be asphalt. And then the muddy areas are brown. So the roads are different colors. They're color coded. And when I was looking at this, it was all gray road all the way over here. So I decided to put the second load on the Ford. Take it fairly easy down here. A little bit fast. Yeah, Ford will make this no problem. 4 of those. Yeah, I was just looking because the symbol looked a little off. Like the symbol wasn't right. I am working on a little bit of a side project. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little something that I can put up in one of my YouTube videos that people can pause on, take a screenshot and print that shows what all of these symbols mean. Because I have an issue with some of these symbols. Have an issue just remembering which symbol goes to what. And some of these symbols look so much like each other that it's hard to tell. So I need something for my own personal use, and I figure I could put it in one of the YouTube videos, and if people wanted to take a screenshot of it and print it out, they could. It might help somebody else out. That's, well, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's go down here to the, well, let's go up here to consumable loading zone. So you can see the little symbol there. So this is basically a crate, and it's facing more to the right, and it has one line down the front of it. And I get them confused sometimes because I'm not really paying attention. Because if you look at the service hub, it's got the same symbol. So I don't know what the deal is with that. You can go to the port, and it shows all the symbols there. So what I'm going to do, and like these two symbols here, to me they look the same. Actually, those three. That one, and that one all look the same. So it gets really confusing when you're looking at this, trying to figure out, you know, what is what. I don't know. Maybe it's just something with the new upgrade in the, or the 5.0 messed the symbols up a little bit. Like that factory. Okay, these symbols are okay. That symbol's okay. But some of them just are not right. I don't know why they're not right. It's the same symbol for 2 or 3 different items. Anywho, let's go over here to our Ford. I'm already in it. And you'll see that I have the metal already on here. And all I did was loaded it right back there. Yep, right back there. And then pulled it out to here. Make sure I'm going to the right way. And I just undid my mark, but I do have my yellow mark there on the left hand side to show me where the tunnel is. I did put the freeway gears in here. and this thing hauls butt. Of course, you're not going to see it right now because of the mud. But even with the freeway gears in here, this little bit of mud, this truck handles it pretty well. Go to high. Oh, almost had it. There we go. Short-lived in high gear, but I did move it to high. And we have our cameras now. So I can watch my trailer in the cameras, or in the rearview mirror. Can't see much on that side, but I did notice the rearview mirrors, or the side mirrors on the Chevy. They don't work very well. They need to be adjusted a little bit because it's pointing more to the ground than it is the trailer behind it, or whatever's behind it. But the rearview mirror in the center of the windshield, that works pretty good. So I can see myself using that quite a bit. Still gotta get that music turned off. So in order to get the small pipes, I need to come over here and make a right. Come down here to the small pipe location, because that's where it's telling me small pipes are. Actually, it's telling me there. And if I go over here to the warehouse, it's showing me small pipes. So I can get them there. I know the symbols are easy to do, but I wish they would also have not only the symbol, but something else. Like SP for small pipes, or S pipes, or M pipes, CON for consumable. I also think at some point I'm going to get some screenshots of all these maps and do a little something that has, you know, like this warehouse, what all you can get at this warehouse. Just something somebody can screenshot and print out if they wanted to. Because it does seem, the symbols seem a little buggy right now. And the map, when you click on something that you're looking for, does not always, or doesn't show you every place that you can get that. It just shows you one location. And it might be operator error. Maybe I just don't know how to do it right. Now comes the tricky part. Because I can get in here, getting out is the hard part. Because they do not leave you much room to turn around. But they did give me a telephone pole in case I get this thing stuck. And it looks like I'm going to be okay. So, like I said, I've been working up in my attic because eventually my house, every room has 10-foot ceilings. But the previous owners put drop ceilings in at 8 foot, so I've got another 2 foot above those. And what I want to do is go back up to the 10-foot ceilings. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to take out the old ceiling from 1880 because they used concrete and horsehair. And I'm going to take all of that out, but I had to go up there and do a little bit of framing because the 10-foot ceilings, they were done in the 70s, and some of them are starting to droop. So I had to go up in there and I can get fuel with the other one. Had to go up in there and put some bracing up in there to hold those ceilings up better in the middle. Because the wife been working on one of the bedrooms. Spare bedroom. She wanted a fairly good sized ceiling fan in it, and that fairly good sized ceiling fan is fairly heavy too. I want to take off so bad and just run it over that hill just to see how far I can get down there. I am, every time I pass there, I think, yeah, I wonder how far I could jump out there. I am going to have to try it. Okay, so yep, go across the bridge. I did do, there is, up here, straight up there, there's a task where you can, see if I can find it real quick. River contest? Nope. So it's the other one, it's the, yeah, this one, where you come over here, And you start here and you got to go up this muddy path, and you've got to hit that area, and then there's another one up here, and you got to turn around and come back, and they give you 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I spent 8 minutes and couldn't get up to here. I did it in the Hummer, and I also did it in the Lodestar. And I don't know how somebody can get up there and back in. I couldn't even make it up there. I tried with snow tires, I tried with mud tires, and just couldn't get up there. I got to the point where I didn't care how long it took me. I just wanted to get up there just to finish that task, and just couldn't make it. Alright, so I need 1 steel, 1 fuel, and 1 small pipe. And that's what I've got. But yeah, everything just sat there and spun. It just would not go up. I tried winching and couldn't even winch them up the hill. So I don't know how a person's supposed to be able to do that. Did I take the right path, right? No, I didn't. How far am I up here? Yeah, I think it'd be easy. Just come up here and turn around. Sitting here talking, not paying attention again. That gets me in trouble a lot. And I'm going to have to jackknife it to get it out of here. So yeah, back to the house. Been doing a lot of improvements because the house had not been updated since the 80s. And redoing the wiring. I've redone a lot of the plumbing. The plumbing that I have not redone is in good shape. But eventually I'm going to get it all replaced with PEX. And I'm going to have to get up on the roof probably in the next month or so because I've got a couple of shingles that aren't looking too healthy. I'm going to have to replace them. Luckily nothing's leaking. But I am considering going to a metal roof, probably in the fall. The people I bought the house from Guy tried to tell me, now this is a supposed contractor. Tried to tell me that the roof was replaced 5 years ago. I spent 4 years as a roofer. I know what an old roof looks like. Hey, I've been promoted. Hey, level 24. You know what that means? That means we can finally find out how much that other vehicle is. So I'm going to pull this out. Get parked here. And we are going to White Valley. And I'm going to go ahead and go into the garage. So there's one vehicle left that we had not unlocked for the American vehicles. And now I can see how much it is, because it never would tell me how much it was. Just said I need to reach level 24. I am trying really hard not to watch any videos from anybody that is ahead of me. That's one we got. Or is it? No, this is not the one we have. That's the one we have. So $146,000. So let's take a preview of it. It looks like a monster. And power to weight is a B. So that's not very good. And that only brings it up to B plus. So what all can we do with it? I can get it off-road. Suspension. Oh, you can't raise the suspension up. I can put off-road tires and mud tires and chain tires. But they all look like the 2 tires per axle. It's the maximum you can go. Okay. The winch. I can get the advanced. Is it? And this is the main thing I want to look at. See, I've got too many trucks like this now. I can only put 2 things on it. I'm not interested in any of that stuff. And I got to reach level 30 to put fog lights on it. The bumper. Well, at least the bumper goes up a little bit. But then it sticks way out. So if I go into a dip, I'm going to hit that bumper. I have a couple of sets of tires or rims I can put on it. And nothing special for a paint job. I don't know, I kind of like two tones. Something you don't see very often. Okay, so very expensive truck. It is all-wheel drive and it does have diff lock. So it does beat out, I don't know. That's a lot of money. Because I still need this one. So 118. That's 260, just under 260. And 370. And 370, it's almost $500,000. Plus that one. In order to get all of these, because there is an achievement if you own all of the American vehicles. I'm sure there's an achievement to own all of the Russian vehicles too. Alright, so I don't think I'm going to earn that much money on these maps. Fleet Star, was it? Oh, I flipped the trailer over in the last episode. Why did it not go to the... It says I'm in the Longhorn, but it won't let me into it. Just leave garage and try it this way. There we go. Alright, so second to last delivery. And this one is the supply crates. And I'm going to have to deliver that to the lumber mill, which is not going to be an easy task. Because this road out here is not very nice. So I think what I'm going to do is try to come through here and bring it up this way, because through here is a truck eater. I mean, all of this area right here is really hard to navigate. So let's see what the Longhorn can do. So that's the way right there to go. The other way I was telling you was not a very good road. And I'm not going to attempt to go down that way. This thing does not have the turning radius. So we'll just follow the road around. Got the fan going, blowing some cool air in here. Whoa, and I gotta keep it on the road. So the route I took real quick is just, I came out of here, and instead of trying to get through here, which is really muddy, I just went around this way. So you can either go this road and it comes down here and you can go that way, or you can come over here and go this way. Either way, I don't think this truck can make it, which is why I chose the route that I'm taking now. Longhorn's not a bad truck. It's just not really a good off-road truck. I've got trucks that are much better at off-road than this one. So I need to turn up that way. And let's go ahead and it's almost daylight anyway. Advance time a little bit, which is something I cannot do in my other playthrough. That's why I'm calling it a hardcore mode. And I should have some videos out. But I should shoot some more footage of that probably tomorrow. It's getting pretty late today, and I have to get up early, get some things done because my daughter is coming home. She has been out of state working for the summer, and she comes home late tomorrow night. So trying to get some last minute things done before she gets here. I had a feeling this was going to happen. So let's go over to this one. Nice and easy, I don't want to break it. Kind of funny how the dead ones laying on the ground give you more pulling power than a small live one. Okay, let's try it here. Just a little bit more. I'm trying to do a little bit of a rotation on the vehicles so that you're not seeing the same vehicles over and over and over. So once I use a vehicle, I'm trying not to use it again until I've used all the other trucks. Lumber mill. This could get interesting. Okay, I slid it right on by. watch where I'm going. Got hung up on something. Come on, Bob, you can do it. And if you haven't figured it out yet, that's my driver. His name's Bob. He's a builder. No relation to the guy that talks to trucks and other equipment. I used to know what all of Bob the Builder's equipment was called, the names of them, because my daughter was so into that show. But she wasn't into watching it by herself. Oh, that's a big tree up there. I don't know if I can go over that one. Not this first one, but that second one. It's got a lot of limbs coming off of it. Yeah, I don't think that one's designed to drive over. Could be wrong. I've never attempted to drive one over one that big. Alright, so it looks like the Longhorn did make it. Gotta admit, I had my doubts. Look and see if there's another way out of here. Yeah, I should be able to go around that way. Oh, but I'm not going to be able to slide through there. But there's plenty of room to turn around. Alright, 500 more points and 3,400 more dollars. Still not near enough. Oop. Didn't see that. Hit it right between those two trees. I think I'm getting better at this. Oh, there's a task. Since I'm here, let me go ahead and see if I've already accepted this or not. Nope. So I'm Mark, I run a local sawmill. I was thinking of expanding my warehouse, but the issue is that the bricks I ordered didn't make it here because of the recent earthquake. Can you fetch them for me? Why, sure I can fetch brick. Not in this episode, because we are getting toward the end. So let's take a quick look. So I gotta get 3 bricks. Ah, I'm gonna need a crane. Just so happens I have one. So pull up those 3 bricks and deliver to the lumber mill. Okay, it's fairly easy. I came over, there was a trailer here, and when I wasn't recording, I picked up the trailer and was coming this way, and I decided I was going to see if I could actually go through the water here, and you can drive right through the water. It didn't drown the truck out, and it was a one of the big trucks. I don't even remember which one I had. The problem was every time I tried to come up, the guardrail is solid running around here. So I ended up having to follow the river all the way down and getting up here, which was no problem because there was a gap in the guardrail. Trying to collect up some of the trailers, get them out of here, the ones I'm not going to use. I don't know if you can get over here. Might have to check that out too, see if I can get over here. I don't think so. No, you can't. Because I've jumped off of this and landed out here in the water. And it was really deep. Alright, so that's going to do me for this episode. Leave me some comments and some feedback. Let me know how I'm doing, what I can do to improve. If you liked it, leave a like. And I will see you in the next one. So until then, have a good one.